Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite esthetician again. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Amaka and I would love if you would subscribe to my channel. So today we're talking about facial steaming. You know, why people do it, what it actually does, and if I would advise you to steam your face. If you're interested in knowing what I have to say about face steaming, please keep on watching. Yeah, so face steaming, you all know, is essentially using steam on your face. Some people steam their face by using a face steamer. Some people use like a good old bowl and put hot water inside it and cover their face with their head with towel. However you do it, it's the same effect, the same thing. And the reason why people do it is they believe it helps to remove excess oil, it kills acne bacteria, it decongests their skin, it's anti-aging, it moisturizes and hydrates the skin, it improves penetration of active ingredients, and it's relaxing, especially when steamed with essential oil. So these are the reasons why a lot of people steam. But what does steaming actually do? Now, before I address whether or not these claims are correct, what does steaming actually do? Now, the core function of steaming, or the thing that steaming actually does, is to soften your stratum corneum. It disrupts your skin barrier to allow things penetrate in, and in the same breath, allow water leave your skin. Do you understand? Essentially, it softens your skin barrier, allows things enter and leave, and it dilates your blood vessels. That's essentially what steaming does. So the next question is, does that mean that it doesn't do all these things that they claim it does? Does that mean that all these claims are wrong? Essentially, to a large extent, for most of them, yes. Steaming, let's even address it one after the other. The first claim is steaming dissolves oil or removes oil. You know that steaming is water. You know that, right? And you know oil is oil. Please, in what universe can water dissolve oil? Water and oil do not mix. And that's why for you to break down oil, you need an oil cleanser. That's why you use oil cleansers to break down makeup. And also, even your water-based cleanser contains something called surfactants. Surfactants are the ingredients in your cleansers that actually break down oil and dirt. Do you get? Surfactants are made up of an oil part and a water part. So let's not go into the chemistry behind surfactants, but it is the oil part of the surfactant that enables your cleansers break down oil, like emulsifies like. Water breaks down water-soluble things, and oil breaks down oil-soluble things. Water cannot break down oil. So, dissolving oil, wrong. The second thing is it decongests your pores. It cannot do that. Your pores are made up of oil because it's called the pilosebaceous unit. There's hair follicles, the hair itself, oil, sebaceous gland, everything is happening inside your pores. Inside your pores is oil and hair. Do you understand? For something to decongest your pores, it should be able to be soluble in oil. It should be able to dissolve that oil. And that is why salicylic acid is a fantastic ingredient for decongesting your pores, because it can dissolve in oil. Water, once again, water and oil cannot mix. So water or moisture from steam cannot decongest your pores. Another myth debunked. Also, it claims to kill acne bacteria. Is water, once again. Even if it's hot, boiling, steaming water, it cannot kill acne bacteria. Please. Now, it also claims to hydrate your skin. It does the opposite. It dehydrates your skin because number one, it softens your skin barrier, so you are losing water. Water is evaporating, leaving your skin in large chunks. Do you understand? It does not hydrate your skin. It does not moisturize your skin. For your skin to be moisturized, there has to be, or for a product to be able to moisturize your skin, there has to be humectant, emollients and occlusives, steaming is just hot water. Do you understand? Now, and that claim is that it improves the penetration of actives. This one is correct because it softens your skin, it improves and increases penetration of anything you are putting on your skin. Lastly, they say is relaxing. Now, is this correct? This is very subjective. Some people feel relaxed when when steaming with hot water and essential oils. This is, by the way, a bad and terrible idea. Essential oils are skin sensitizer. They sensitize your skin. They cause inflammation, and with inflammation leads to different things in your skin. So if essential oils in themselves are sensitizing, guys, I'm so frustrated. You know, I finished this video and realized that it stopped recording. Like, oh my god. So anyway, what was I even saying? Yes, for relaxing, using essential oils and steaming at the same time is a recipe for disaster, because essential oils are sensitizing and steam softens your skin barrier. So you've increased the penetration of ingredients that are generally sensitizing. This is a recipe for disaster. There are also several side effects. So on the one hand, it increases penetration of actives, but then it also increases penetration of sensitizing ingredients and also increasing evaporation or loss of water. When you lose water, your skin barrier becomes impaired. You are prone to dryness, dehydration, eczema flares, inflammation, worsening of acne, redness. Is just not good for your skin barrier. You are disrupting it, you are impairing it, you are increasing inflammation, you are worsening acne. And if you have any form of inflammatory skin concern like acne, rosacea, eczema, it will double down on it, it will triple down on it, it will worsen it, it will inflame it, it would just trigger it the hell out. Also, you want to avoid steaming if you are prone to hyperpigmentation or melasma. A lot of research has shown that one of the triggers of melasma is dilation of blood vessels, and one of the things that steaming does because of the heat is to dilate your blood vessels, and that can trigger melasma. Also, because of the inflammation that could happen as a result of steaming, and we all know that the after effect of inflammation is post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, especially for us black people that are prone to hyperpigmentation. So for that reason, if you are prone to inflammatory skin concerns like eczema, acne, rosacea, redness, skip and avoid steaming your skin. If you are prone to hyperpigmentation, melasma, avoid steaming your skin. In fact, I don't even know why you steam your skin at this point. In fact, you know what? Let me recommend alternative things you can do. Do you understand? So let's see why. Let me go back to why you steam. And as I'm reading out why people steam, I'll be addressing or suggesting alternative, more effective and less sensitizing ingredients that you can opt for. Now, the first reason is remove sebum. We all know that steaming can't do that. Now, instead, opt for a good cleanser is fine. You want to remove excess sebum. Honestly, a good cleanser is fine. You want to decongest your skin. Ingredients like salicylic acid is a fantastic option. Also, a good clay mask is also very fine to decongest your skin and impurities. You want to kill acne bacteria. Steaming cannot do that again. Instead, opt for azelaic acid or benzoyl peroxide. You want to hydrate your skin. You cannot hydrate your skin with water. You need something that would, the idea of hydration is something that would trap water. You need your hyaluronic acid, glycerin. In fact, a good old moisturizer is fine. Do you get? Just apply your moisturizer to a slightly damp skin and your skin is hydrated, honestly speaking. You don't need extra. You want to increase penetration of actives. You can apply your actives to a slightly damp skin, and when your skin is slightly damp, it is more permeable. But I advise that don't do this for actives that are ordinarily really sensitizing, like your acids, your glycolic, your salicylic, or your retinoids. Don't apply them to a slightly damp skin because you just increase the irritation, and that can lead to an inflammation, and that can lead to post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So, you know, you can apply your actives to a slightly damp skin. Also, a lot of products now even contain penetration enhancers like hyaluronic acid or botulinum glycol that will actually do the job for you. If a product is properly formulated, it most likely will contain ingredients that would help the actives in that product get the job done. So you don't necessarily have to overthink it. Now for relaxation, it is a bad idea, a terrible idea to steam your face with essential oils. Please, you can lie down on your bed, cover yourself with a duvet, Netflix and chill, relax. That is a more rewarding form of relaxation. Now the potential side effects of that, trust me, is not worth the 2 minutes of relaxation. Yeah, and that's all I have for this video. If you like it, please share, like, and subscribe to my channel. It really helps my channel out. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave your video ideas in the comment section. I would really love to hear from you what you want to hear me talk about. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to, okay, I've said that already. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.